The ego consciousness is deeply embedded in each human individual through the evolutionary process that created the ego as a mechanism for individuation and self-awareness. As the mental phase of this process took shape over long periods of time, the ego provided a needed framework to allow quite individual progress and development separated from the more collective expressions found in animal life. The ego provided an opportunity for mutation away from the established ways of the social community, and thus actually acted as a foundational step in the development of the spiritual aspiration and focus. The next phase of evolution, however, is focused on overcoming the limitations of this consciousness by shifting the standpoint away from the ego to the divine standpoint. The power of aspiration, the tuning of the being's focus toward a higher energetic level, is the essence of the shift that can usher in this change. Sincerity and aspiration is basically the ability to remain focused at all times on this higher consciousness and not be distracted by the ego and its expectations, needs, demands, and desires. Sri Aurobindo writes, quote, "All sincere aspiration has its effect. If you are sincere, you will grow into the divine life. To be entirely sincere means to desire the divine truth only, to surrender yourself more and more to the Divine Mother, to reject all personal demand and desire other than this one aspiration, to offer every action in life to the divine and do it as the work given without bringing in the ego. This is the basis of the divine life. One cannot become altogether this at once, but if one aspires at all times and calls in always the aid of the divine Shakti with a true heart and straightforward will, one grows more and more into this consciousness." End quote. Reference, Sri Aurobindo, Bases of Yoga, Chapter 2, Faith, Aspiration, Surrender, pages 26 to 27.